Asia Wilson has definitely been in the headlines these last couple weeks, man, in regards to Caitlin Clark news.
Caitlin Clark didn't even wait for the WNBA season hype to cool off before securing her next major payday. While half the league is busy arguing over the collective bargaining agreement, Clark quietly locked down her first official off-season deal, and it's already sending shockwaves through front offices and locker rooms. This time, she isn't chasing stats or highlight plays. She's chasing legacy, leverage, and big money. And no one is feeling that pressure more than Aya Wilson, watching yet another headline shift from her name to Caitlin's.
Look like Caitlin Clark has landed her first speaking gig of the offseason. Asia Wilson found herself in a situation involving Caitlin Clark again.
Let's be real, this isn't just another business deal. It's a power move, and the entire league can feel the shift. While the WNBA is stuck in off-season chaos, debating pay scales, union demands, and searching for Cathy Engelbert's leadership, Caitlin is out signing deals that make the commissioner's salary look like pocket change. And these aren't just sponsorships or commercials. These are high-end corporate speaking engagements, where she earns six-figure checks simply by doing what she does best, commanding a room and capturing attention.
Last offseason was Caitlin Clark $100,000 an hour speaking gigs. Well, I'm here to tell you, she is not taking long getting back to work, raking in the cash because she has landed.
We're talking Fortune 500 stages, not pep rallies or fan meetups. Reports say Caitlin Clark is now pulling in around $100,000 per speaking appearance, getting paid superstar money just to talk about her journey. Unreal? Maybe. But this is the same athlete who turned Iowa basketball into a national obsession and transformed the WNBA into must-watch television. The moment the season ended, she didn't step back. She took control. So ask yourself, why are major corporations lining up to book Caitlin instead of Aya Wilson? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
And $100K to speak to speak for companies and represent companies all over the country. She's not hurting for cash, and I just think this is just the coolest thing ever.
Her latest engagement? A featured speaking slot at the Long Island Association's Fall Conference, a premier East Coast business summit known for its high-powered attendees and elite corporate sponsors. Caitlin Clark will sit down with their president, Matt Cohen, to discuss her record-breaking career, her leadership approach, and how she's redefining women's sports. This isn't a charity appearance. It's a paid corporate event at one of New York's most exclusive country clubs, the kind of place where executives finalize seven-figure deals before lunch.
Like Caitlin Clark is headed to Long Island Association, bro. So we're stating Long Island Association joined the Long Island Association's president and CEO, Matt Cohen, moderates a special conversation with Caitlin Clark discussing her record-breaking performances, impact, and cultural influence on October the 29th at 10:30 to 12:30 in New York.
And here's where it gets uncomfortable for the WNBA. Caitlin Clark can earn in 1 hour at the microphone nearly as much as most of her peers make all season on the court. The average WNBA salary hovers around $120,000. Caitlin can match that in a single morning, in air-conditioned comfort, with a bottle of Fiji water on her table, instead of taking elbows from defenders or getting overlooked by referees. Meanwhile, Cathy Engelbert is still stuck in meetings about travel upgrades, while her league's biggest star is quietly building a second career overnight.
Asia Wilson is currently back in the headlines after news surfaced. She's charging $100,000 for speaking events. She's talking about, she's charging $100K for speaking events, and fans is like, Shrek? Since when? And you only doing this because of Caitlin.
This is exactly what fuels the jealousy from players like Aya Wilson. She spent years trying to become the face of the league, but Caitlin Clark did it in just one season, and now she's earning off the court as well. Wilson can preach about building culture all she wants, but it's Caitlin who's rapidly building wealth, influence, and clout beyond expectations. The WNBA's hierarchy has shifted, and Asia Wilson is clearly struggling to accept it.
Wilson is the queen of the delusion. She's absolutely the queen of the delusion.
Here's the hard truth. When a single player's brand outgrows the league itself, power shifts dramatically. Corporate sponsors start questioning whether they even need the WNBA logo when Caitlin Clark's name alone can sell tickets. Media outlets stop calling the league office. They call her agent. For veteran players who assumed the spotlight was theirs, it's a wake-up call. This speaking gig isn't a side hustle, it's a statement. Caitlin Clark doesn't wait for the WNBA to catch up. She's building her own empire, one microphone at a time. Top-tier speakers like Serena Williams, Peyton Manning, or Tom Brady command $150,000 to $250,000 per appearance, and Caitlin's already in that league. TED Talks with a jumper, business panels with a crossover, she's getting paid top dollar for her presence. Meanwhile, Aya Wilson scrolls through social media, watching every reaction. It's not about MVP stats or shoe deals, it's all about Caitlin's next move. You can almost feel the envy radiating. While Asia posts vague messages about respect or recognition, Caitlin is quietly preparing her keynote, a different level entirely.
Crazy because literally nobody asked, and sources close to Asia Wilson decided to answer anyway.
But this story goes far beyond paychecks and panel appearances. It's about control. While Caitlin Clark is out there growing her platform, the WNBA is mired in internal chaos. Players are publicly clashing with the commissioner, the union is threatening a lockout, and attendance outside of Indiana is stagnant. The league desperately needs positive headlines, and once again, Caitlin delivers one. He kicker? It's her headline, not theirs. That's what the league resents most. They can't claim the credit. Caitlin didn't wait for PR approval or partnership deals. She carved her own path. She's proving she doesn't need the WNBA's infrastructure to stay relevant. She is the infrastructure. While players like Aya Wilson gripe about underpayment, Caitlin is writing her own checks, demonstrating that true power doesn't come from arguing with the front office. It comes from outgrowing it. Every speaking fee she earns reinforces that fame, discipline, and intelligence can accomplish what bureaucracy cannot.
WNBA players were demanding to be given credit for elevating the league. Angel Reese claimed that she, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they wanted us to believe that the WNBA was exploding in popularity. They wanted to keep all the credit for themselves while downplaying the impact of the only star in the league, Caitlin Clark.
Corporations get it better than the league ever will. They see that Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player, she's a global brand. Her fan base spans continents, her games trend worldwide, and parents in Europe are buying her jerseys for their daughters. Every time she speaks, people listen. Caitlin has become the universal face of women's sports, a rare blend of talent, authenticity, and charisma that money can't manufacture. That's why this Long Island event matters so much. It's not just another booking, it's a signal that the corporate world values Caitlin Clark more than the league she plays in. Asia Wilson can talk all she wants about being the face of the WNBA, but when companies write six-figure checks to Caitlin, they're voting with their wallets. She's not just working smarter, she's playing chess while the rest of the league is still learning checkers. While Asia fumes online, Caitlin is calmly signing deals, stacking wins off the court, and building her business empire. No rest, no drama, just strategy. Every speaking fee Caitlin earns reminds the WNBA how powerless they are without her. Ratings soar when she plays. Audiences disappear when she sits. She's the engine that drives the league, and now she's showing that she doesn't need their approval to succeed. Her Long Island keynote is just step one, a corporate coming out party. Next, major endorsements, maybe a Nike campaign, perhaps a Netflix documentary, or even her own basketball academy. Every move she makes is outside the league's control. Caitlin doesn't chase buzzwords, she chases results. She's done waiting for the WNBA to catch up. This offseason, she's showing the next generation what independence looks like, teaching that power comes from creating your own value, not begging for it. Meanwhile, Asia Wilson posts cryptic messages online, wondering why the spotlight keeps moving elsewhere. Caitlin just smiles, signs, and wins, quietly, confidently, and with precision. The WNBA is sweating bullets. Their most valuable player is thriving off-court while their bureaucracy flounders. This is power, strategy, and legacy in motion. Caitlin Clark isn't just winning games, she's rewriting the rules. And somewhere, Aya Wilson is scrolling through her phone, realizing she's now the second most talked about player in her own league. Why do you think companies are booking Caitlyn and not Asia? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss an update. Click the next video on the screen. We'll see you there.